Leonardo da Vinci once said that time waits just long enough for those who use it. So the question is, what are you doing with your time? We all have 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with your time? Are you building your dream? Or are you helping someone else build theirs? Are you putting in the work every single day, every single moment of now? Are you planning for your future? They say planning is bringing the future into the present so you can do something about it now. So the question is this: what are you doing with your time? Remember, the time is always now.
And thank you for joining me for the Time Is Always Now podcast. My name is Terence Young. I'm your host for the podcast today. This is a podcast that's dedicated to helping people get past their excuses. Helping people get past saying I'm going to do it someday or one day and saying I'm going to do it right now. Because you know what? There is no other time but now. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Terence Young. I go by TY. I am a mindset coach. And I help people harness the power in the eternal moment of now. The only way to change your life is if you start changing it right now. You can't do everything right now, but you can do something right now. And whatever that is, I help you find that so you can start moving aggressively towards your passion and living the life of your dreams. That's what it's all about. So I appreciate you joining the podcast. If you want to donate to the podcast, by all means, you can do so. Just go to my website. It is TerenceYoungNow.com, and you can donate there. Thank you in advance. It helps me to continue to do what I do by offering these messages, getting this podcast out. I want everyone to be able to hear these messages and be able to get this into their consciousness. My whole goal is to raise the consciousness of humanity. And I believe that these messages can do that. So that's what it's all about. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for donating. Thank you for all of that in advance. If you haven't joined my group yet, I have a Facebook group. It's called the Time Is Always Now Facebook group. I encourage you to join that group. It is a group of like-minded people where we all are wanting to harness that power in the eternal moment of now. We want to move forward in our lives, reach our goals, and we know that the only way to do that is to start doing something now. We're not waiting on the perfect circumstances, and we encourage each other on what is it I can move forward with now to reach that goal, to start that business, to start that diet, whatever the workout plan, whatever it is. We encourage each other to get started now. Find the thing, whatever that thing is, and move forward now. So join that group, join us over there, become a part of the solution as we move forward. And you'll love it. You're going to be challenged, you're going to be stretched, and you're going to have a lot of fun as well along the way. So I encourage you to join the group. The Time Is Always Now Facebook group. This week, our theme, we have a theme every week, as a matter of fact, in the group. This week, the theme was thoughts and how powerful our thoughts are. So today in the podcast, I'm going to share some ideas that I've shared within the group that I'm going to share with you guys as well, which is this: why are our thoughts so powerful? Why are our thoughts so powerful? And I'm going to share some ideas with you. The first one is this: thoughts are things. Choose the good ones. Ooh. That's from Mike Dooley. I love Mike Dooley. I've been reading and studying him for a long, long time. Some of you know who he is. But thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. So choose the good ones. This is powerful. I mean, this is so powerful. It's amazing. There is nothing in life that doesn't exist without being a thought first. I mean, think about that. Nothing in life exists without being a thought first. Just imagine that. If you're sitting in your home, it was a thought first. I remember back when I was married, and my wife and I, we got married right after building the house, but we built a house. Right? We didn't buy a house. We built a house. So I remember literally seeing them build the house, seeing the big thing, the paperwork that they do to draw out where the beams are going to go, where the bathroom and the pipes go. It was a thought first. And then we got to see the process from the ground up, from literally just being a plot to then putting the foundation in and going from there. It was all a thought, all written out on paper, and but before it even got on paper, it was in someone's mind. It has to be. Everything is a thought first. And the powerful thing about this, and what I want you to get from this, is this. Thoughts become things. We know this. Everything that's a thing was a thought first. But the second part of this statement is so powerful. Choose the good ones. You can choose your thoughts. Ooh. If you can't get anything else from this message, this week, this day, this moment of now, recognize you can choose your thoughts. When things are going bad in your life, quote unquote, you're not liking what you're seeing, what's going on, you can choose how you're going to think about it. You can choose how you're going to feel about it, because when you choose how you think, it affects how you feel. These things work together. That is the basis of my coaching in the first place. Right? So you can choose your thoughts. You can choose how you're going to think about something, no matter what it is. No matter what it appears to be, you can say, I'm going to think of it this way. I know that's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying you have the power to do it. And when you recognize you have the power to do it, it changes your life. Thoughts become things. Choose the good ones. You have the ability to choose your thoughts, and that will change your life when you use that ability to choose your thoughts. That's number one. Second one is this. The happiness of your life is directly related to the quality of your thoughts. It's directly related to it. The happiness of your life is directly related to the quality of your thoughts. You know, I travel around all the time, especially around the Tampa Bay area and around Florida. And inevitably, I'll run into someone and they'll see my watch. And they'll ask me about it, and they'll always say, can you tell the real time on that watch? And I share with them, yes, it's the most accurate watch in the world, because the time is always now. And then I go in and I explain that it's not about the time you go to work. No, I know you need that. But the time you got to work out, or the time you got to eat, or the time you got to be at the doctor's office. You need all those things. I get it. It's bigger than that, though. It's about the time in your life. It's about what have you been waiting on? What thing have you been waiting for the right time? What have you been waiting on all the circumstances to be perfect before you move forward? That's what it's about. There is no other time for you to do it. If you wait on the right time, you'll be waiting forever. If you want to change your life, the happiness of your life, you want to be happy, you want to feel joy, it's related to the quality of your thoughts. Yeah, I was speaking to someone after church one day, and the guy was asking me the same question about the watch. He was like, yeah, I guess that's true. You know, that the time's always now. And I was like, no, that's true all the time. If you want to be happy, you can choose to be happy right here, right now, right in the middle of the pandemic. You can still choose to be happy. Right in the middle of losing your job, you can be happy. Right in the middle of being sick, you can be happy. It doesn't matter. We can choose it. The quality, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts, and you can choose those thoughts. It's powerful. So powerful when you know this. When I speak and when I coach people, I always say this. It's the foundation of my coaching. Your beliefs control your thoughts. Your thoughts control your emotions. Your emotions control your actions, and your actions control your life, what you experience. Your happiness is a direct relation to the quality of your thoughts. So the question to you is, what are you thinking? What are the quality of your thoughts? Are you walking around saying, you know what, life is horrible, it's sad, I don't have no money, yada, 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 then you're going to experience that. But if you're walking around saying, life is good, it's working in my favor, what can I learn from this? You're going to experience that. You're going to experience that, hey, life is good, and I am learning, and I am growing, and I am getting better, and life is working in my favor. Your happiness is directly related to the quality of your thoughts. It's all about the mindset. I want you to get that. Really, really take that in. Third one is this. If you're going to be thinking, you might as well think big. I love this. You're thinking anyway. You're thinking all the time. You think 20,000 or 60,000 thoughts a day or something crazy like that. If you're going to think, you might as well think big. I share this story. I love it because it's a great example of how the mind works. I was listening to the radio and the guy, it was something about, I don't know what they were selling. Anyway, the guy said, if you give yourself 3 weeks to clean your house, it'll take you 3 weeks. He said, if you give yourself 3 hours, it'll take you 3 hours. It's up to you. It's up to your mindset. It's up to how you think about it. How big are you? Here's the important part of this. You're never going to reach a goal that you don't set. You're not going to reach it. If you say it's going to take you 3 weeks to clean your house, you're not going to do it before 3 weeks. It won't happen. If you say it's going to take you 3 hours to clean your house, you're going to do it in 3 hours. Your mind, your thoughts are that powerful. Oh man, I love this. I love teaching about this. I love talking about it because it's so powerful. I love the quote from Les Brown. I shared it earlier in the week too. When people don't succeed in life, it's not because they aim too high and miss. It's because they aim too low and hit. You're going to hit the goal you shoot for. If you're thinking small, you're going to hit that small goal. But if you think big, you're going to hit that big goal. It's up to you. I want you to get this. I want everyone to get this. I think everyone should be thinking big. What is it you want to accomplish? You got that business you want to accomplish? Think big. You got that health thing that you want to accomplish, getting healthy, eating right? Think big. Right? Whatever it is, don't think small, think big. Now, when you think big, does that mean you don't break it down into small sections? Yeah, you do. Think big and then work through each smaller section one by one. You do both. You see what I'm saying? But the mindset's thinking big. Think big. You're thinking anyway. You're thinking all day long. It's so powerful when you know this. You're never going to hit a goal that you don't set. You'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Think about that. Think about that. Shoot more. Take more shots. Think big. When it comes to your life, think big. Number 1, thoughts become things. Choose the good ones. Thoughts become things. There's nothing that exists in this world that wasn't a thought first. Second part of that, you have the ability to choose your thoughts, so choose the good ones. If you don't like the thought, choose again. You can do this. That is one of the most powerful things that anyone can ever learn. You can choose your thoughts. Choose the good ones. Choose the ones that bring joy, happiness, peace, prosperity to your life. Choose them. Choose them. Choose them. It's up to you. Number 1. Number 2, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. The quality of your thoughts is totally up to you. Totally up to you. When you change the quality of your thoughts, you change the happiness, the joy, the peace in your life. It's up to you. Do you want to be peaceful? Do you want to be angry? It depends on how you think. And you control that. Number 3, if you're going to think big, if you're going to be thinking, you might as well think big. Think big. You'll never hit a goal that you don't set. You'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right? If you tell yourself it's going to take you 3 weeks to clean the house, it's going to take you 3. But if you say 3 hours, it's going to take you 3 hours. If you say it's going to take you 2 days to finish that report, it's going to take you 2 days. But if you say it's going to take you 2 hours, it's going to take you 2 hours. What is it in your life that you're playing small when you could be playing big, thinking big? Go for it. Shoot more. If you do this, it's going to change your life. It really is. Your thoughts are so powerful. If you get this message, if you really get this message, share it with someone. Share this post, this podcast with friends and family so they can get it too. Your thoughts are powerful, and you can choose him. If you don't get anything else from this podcast today, recognize this. Your thoughts are powerful. They become things, and you have the ability to choose those thoughts, which inevitably changes your life. The happiness of your life is affected by the quality of your thoughts, and you choose those thoughts. So think big, think love, think peace, think joy, think prosperity, and then you'll see that happen in your life. And when you do that, you can unequivocally say, I own the now, and I have won. Thank you for joining me for this podcast today. This is episode 56. We are moving along. I'm excited about what's going on in 2021 and moving forward. I hope you are too. So thank you for joining me for the podcast. And remember that I have the classes that I offer on finding your passion. 3 keys to finding your passion and living it right now. If you want to check that out, you can go to my website, terenceyoungnow.com, where you can find out more about that. Also, the 6 steps to creating an engaging speech and becoming an engaging speaker. One of the things I do is I speak, and I put all that knowledge of the 6+ years of speaking that I've done into this course. So if you are interested in becoming a speaker, check out that course. You can go to my website, terenceyoungnow.com. You can find out all about it and sign up for the course. So I appreciate you joining me. Share this podcast. This is TY. I'm signing off. Remember, the time is always now.